Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Izukanji Kashiwa here, but since we're all friends, you can call me Izu. If you're new here, I talk movies, TV shows, music, gaming, basically everything entertainment. And on days like today, I like to throw back into the world just a little bit of positivity. And if that can make someone's day better or just lift their spirits in some way, in some small way, then my job here is done. Alright, let's get into it. I want to talk to you guys about self-worth, or the realization of one's own value and how enough that is. Everything that you need in this life, you already have inside of you. You are built with everything that you need. All the tools necessary for you to survive are built within you, in your essence, in your spirit, in your mind. Nothing that comes from outside you can define who you are. Everything that defines who you are is already built in you. Everything that we seek from outside ourselves can only complement what we already have. Okay? Let me break that down real quick. So simply put, if we seek love, it should only complement the love we have already for ourselves. If we seek status, it should only affirm who we already know we are. If we seek happiness, it should only add on to the happiness we already have within ourselves. Let's take love for instance. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to love. But if we don't learn that love comes from within, it's very difficult to recognize it from outside yourself. One cannot seek love from outside without first discovering what it is from within. Because even if you do find it, you will not be able to recognize it because you don't know what it is. The first thing anybody should strive for is discovering your own self-love, loving who you are, accepting who you are. Once you achieve that, it's very easy to recognize what love is from outside and to accept it. What deters us in this journey, seeking love, what deters us mostly is that there's this false sense of, if this person can love me this way, I will be fulfilled. If I can only find a person who will love me in this way, I will be fulfilled. That is backwards. You first have to find the love within yourself. You first have to find acceptance of yourself by you, so that the person that comes into your life to give you that love only complements what is already built in you. That's the only way it works. Doing it the other way around, you have this insatiable plight for love that you will go through life seeking something that you will never find because you're looking for it in the wrong place. The first place you're supposed to seek love is within yourself. Then whatever love comes from outside of you should only complement what you have within you. Okay? Status is another thing that can be an easy trade-off for self-worth. How the world perceives you, how the society sees you, and where they place you on the socio-economic ladder, where they rank you as a human being. And this is real because everybody is perceived by society as someone. If you're a CEO of a certain conglomerate, you are seen as that. If you are a simple person living a simple life, you are seen as that. And now that's just the reality of life. But the issue isn't how you are seen. The issue is how you react to how the world perceives you, and how much of your life is shaped by that. So status can be a very easy trade-off for your own self-worth. If you know who you are, how the world perceives you doesn't determine who you are. This isn't saying we shouldn't achieve to be seen as great. It's normal for us to want that affirmation from the world. It's a normal thing, okay? But it shouldn't be the thing that drives you. It shouldn't be what determines who you are as a person. Where if the world sees you as nobody, you feel like nobody. Or if the world sees you as somebody, you feel like somebody. That should not be the case. You should already know who you are despite or in spite of what the world sees in you. Do not trade your own value, your own self-worth for status. Another thing is happiness. Your happiness. At some point you need to do a self-check. You need to do a mental checklist of the things that make you happy. What are the things that make you happy, and why do those specific things make you happy? Because there's a very thin line between something making you happy and something holding you ransom emotionally. So you need to understand the difference between something making you happy and being happy just because of that thing. There's a difference. If you have happiness in you, whatever thing comes along and makes you happy is a good thing because it's complementing what you already have. If at any point, for some reason, you lose that thing that makes you happy, you will still not lose who you are because you already have happiness within you. So that thing did not determine who you are, or it did not determine your happiness. It only added value to your happiness. But the easy mistake that we make most of the time is attaching our entire happiness to a thing, or to a person, or to an object. I am happy because I own this beautiful car. Next day you're in a car accident and you lose the car. What happens to you? Are you still happy, or does that shatter you? Does that cripple you because you've lost that material object? Of course, it's a normal thing to feel sad. So what am I trying to say here? No one person or thing can make you happy. Not truly. Not if you don't already have it within yourself. Don't go seeking for happiness from outside yourself. You will not find it. You will find people that complement the happiness that you have in you. You will find things, material things that will complement the happiness that you already have in you. They won't determine your happiness. They'll only complement it. They'll only add value to it. They'll only spice it up. But the main thing, the main source of happiness already exists within yourself. So the key is to discover these things within yourself. Discover love within yourself. Discover happiness within yourself. Discover that your own self-affirmation is enough. That when society treats you like a king, it feels good, but you already know you're a king or queen. When society treats you like trash, you already still know within yourself that you're a king or a queen. And that affirmation from society doesn't push the needle one way or the other. It feels good or it feels bad, but it doesn't deter you from who you are. If something in your life holds you ransom emotionally, you should probably cut it out and figure out how to find that affirmation from within yourself first, before you can look for it from outside yourself. Everything that cripples you when it's not there and only makes you feel worth it when it's there, get rid of it. It should not be a part of who you are. Discover these things from within. Then when you seek and find them outside yourself, you already have that self-value and self-worth to be able to know the difference between who you are and what that thing that complements who you are is, and the fine line that separates the two. Who you are is this, and that thing that comes into your life, or that person that comes into your life and complements that thing that's already in you, is something else. One is not determined by the other. And this realization is freeing from this emotional bondage to a thing or a person or status. And I'm not talking about feeling bad or disappointed or sad. Those are normal reactions when faced with loss. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being an emotional slave to a thing or an object or a person. If this person is not in your life, you fall apart. If you don't have this material thing in your life, you fall apart. That happens. I've seen it happen, and years back, it would happen to me as well. If I don't have certain things, I would feel incomplete. And this is because we don't realize our own self-worth. We don't realize our own self-value. We don't learn how to love ourselves first before we seek it from outside. That's where the problem comes in. So the thing you should leave this video with today is, I'll be the first person to ask you to strive for all of these things. Get the best version of a relationship that you can. Get all the status in the world that you can. Be somebody powerful, great. Be all of that and seek to get all of those things. But don't become an emotional slave to any of them. At the point where any of these things, be it a relationship, love, status, material things, at the point where the price becomes too high, where you are sacrificing your own self-worth for it, let it go. It's not worth it past that point. Value your own self-worth more than any of those things. Seek them. I do all the time. And I'm an avid advocate for seeking greatness. But it shouldn't be the thing that makes you or breaks you. If you don't have this person in your life, if you're not loved by that person, if you're not accepted by society, those things shouldn't be what determine who you are. The things that determine who you are should be built on a firm foundation inside you. And all of these things that we seek from outside should just complement what is already strongly built on concrete inside of you. Okay? Alright. That's it from me, everybody. You guys have a great week. And as always, dare to be great. See what happens. Peace.